Hey now, fans of the Resistance, Matt Haywood here from the Star Wars Time Show to recap and review Star Wars Resistance, the Voxx Vortex 5000, aka S2E9. The episode begins with the Aces roughhousing with each other because they're getting bored not being able to race because Doza has banned them from doing so to stay hidden from the First Order. This causes Hype to suggest to Doza that they should go check out his buddy Frankie's casino and raceway because he thinks they can make some credits by doing so, which they need for supplies. Doza and Yeager agree, so they head out with the Aces to Frankie's casino. Upon arrival, Frankie is revealed to be a Hutt, and he welcomes Hype with a bit of a ruse, just like Lando did to Han back in Empire. Frankie welcomes Hype and the gang into his casino, which is rather empty. Doza and Yeager pitch the idea of racing to win some credits to him, and Frankie takes him up on the deal, but only after Hype agrees to stay and race for him if he loses. Hype puts up a great fight during this race, but it's revealed that he's racing a droid, so thanks to some cheating, he loses and Frankie seemingly gets his pilot back. Doza and the gang threaten to leave due to Frankie the Hutt's trickery, but he locks them in with some big-ass space monkeys to keep them on the casino. Meanwhile, Niku is playing some holo games when he realizes that the games are programmed identically to the actual racetrack and droid racers, so he tells Kaz and they hatch a new plan. With this knowledge in tow, Doza lays down a new deal in which Frankie will get to keep any ace that loses to his droids for good, while Doza will get Hype back if his aces win. Frankie accepts the deal, so Freya takes on the droid racer first, but thanks to some more cheating, she loses. Bo and Griff are taken down next, also due to more cheating, so Tor makes yet another new deal with him and ups the ante even further. She wants her and Kaz to compete with the droid racers in a relay, and she also puts up the Colossus on the wager block. Doza makes Frankie commit a boatload of credits to balance out the deal, so they both agree to it and Tor starts the race. She looks like she's going to win, but again the droid racers cheat and open fire on her, so it's down to Kaz to win the day. Niku tries to help him remotely, but Salacious Crumb's extended family foils him long enough for lasers to start firing at Kaz from the finish line. Niku eventually gets the cannons to turn off, so Kaz uses his ace skills and leaves the droid racer in his dust to win the race for Team Colossus. Back in the casino, Frankie adheres to the deal and gives the aces back to Doza, as well as a ton of credits. The good guys win again. The end. After two solid First Order infused episodes, Resistance has gone back to its odd self-contained plot formula that has plagued a good part of its final season. That's not to say this episode is awful and it will make you want to claw your eyes out of your face or anything, because it's just fine on its own, but considering how few episodes are left, I just would prefer for them to fully focus on the First Order and the Resistance being on the run plot threads. Having an episode about racing for a Hutt just seems like wasted time at this point, and a better fit for a show that is going to last for a few more than 2 seasons. I'm all for giving side characters a bit of spotlight, but knowing that this show is over after a few more episodes, it just seems like the plot should be focused on Tam and the First Order and how they're trying to hunt down Kaz and the Resistance. We don't need battles all the time, but more scenes and dialogue that frame out the galactic conflict as a whole, but also showcase how the conflict is affecting the lead characters. Oh well, there's always a new episode of the Baby Yoda show coming out this Friday, but in all seriousness, Resistance is still a fun show. I just hoped for a narrative that stuck closer to the Order and the Resistance versus self-contained plots about Hutts and how they cheat at gambling. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subbing to our YouTube channel. We'd also love for you to join in with our weekly Star Wars podcast, so use the links in this video's description or head to StarWarsTime.net to subscribe to the platform of your choice. There's always time for Star Wars Time, and remember, if you listen to the Star Wars Time show, the Force will be with you, always.